I understand because I'm part of that generation. In my family, in 1979, my grandmother left with the pot. I was born in 1994, on the 6th of December. However, along the process, I was educated how not to get along with my other family members because of this pot. Even today, we're still in chaos because of this pot. I've never seen this pot, but we're fighting a generational issue. I was lucky to get assistance from a psychologist at the University of the Free State. Now, as we spend more time working with the learners, then we realize that it was about for us to provide a direct response to a challenge that we understand. That's how We Solve for X was born, as a direct response. I invented a system which we patented last year in June. The system is called Method of Delivering Educational Courses to Students. Now, what we have done, we realized that we need to go back to our homes and assist the parents on a continuous educational program. They don't need to understand the maths. However, they must know and have the equipful tools to assist learners reach their fullest potential and give them proper support, because that's where most of the challenges emanate. In our efforts to be the leaders of the fourth industrial revolution, in our model, we make sure that we collaborate with all stakeholders. We return to different universities across the world so that they give us guidelines so that we are able to assist all learners in the country to achieve top 1 million success stories in our country. The challenge will be needing a bigger venue in the next 20 years, because we're going to have 1 million learners crossing the stage. Now, how do we do that? We have to work together. Because we, as professionals, we have neglected our roles to our own societies. We are always there to show off with our most expensive cars, and we are always there in those taverns and parties to show off. However, we are never there in the schools that created us to inspire the learners, tell them how we got there. Now we have to go back and support our learners. They don't need your resources, they only need to be empowered. Tell them the story. The reason I became an actuary is because someone told me about it. That's how they sparked my interest. So now it's our responsibility to go back to our communities, any school close to you, and give that response. So we are the We Solve for X generation, a generation of problem solvers. Our role is to inspire and make sure that in the next 20 years, we will lead the 6th industrial revolution, because we can. It's quite a few who have done it in school. Siyakuza was in grade 7 when he invented his rocket fuel. Now, how many more of our brothers and sisters are in the streets who don't have that guidance? Now, today, as we're sitting here, we have come through a long journey, and there's so many stakeholders who make sure we got where we are. To the Office of the President, to the Department of Basic Education, I still miss your feeding scheme. To all South African teachers who do the exceptional work, to all South African citizens who continue with their efforts to make our country a better place. I would like my former teachers who are here to please stand up. Can you please kindly join me on stage? This is Mama Winnie Marule, my former principal from Tsietsi Primary School. This is Mr. Foka, my former physics teacher. And this is Ms. Mama Masile, my former Xitsonga educator. For every way I can read and write, I thank my teachers. They represent a fraction of the few who are shaping our country to be where we are today. And to all the teachers that are present here, kindly stand on your feet.
What teacher on the team? Are we teachers?
Yeah, teachers.
We are. Me.
I am part of a community and a society that labels you as useless and don't care about the learners in the class. I used to believe that until I myself went to a classroom and then identified with the challenges that you face. We were only experiencing those challenges for only 2 weeks during our university breaks, but you face those challenges every day for the rest of the year. I thank you for the work that you do. Continue with your amazing work. You only represent a few in our country who work hard every day to make sure that I'm here. You turn a boy from a street vendor to become an actuary today. Something to be proud of. I'm one of the few. But today I'm humbled to represent those that are not here to say your work didn't go in vain. No matter the weather, you show up in class. Learners cry in front of you, you guide them. And you're not the only team involved. There's quite many of you who make this day, as we are here, possible. Maibuye!
Africa!
Maibuye!
Africa!
Africa! Africa! Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tsietsi says to me it will be incomplete for him to step down without dancing for you. The same song, please. The same song, Thank you very much, Tsietsi. What an energy. Let's give him a round of applause. If there are teachers amongst us, please remain seated. Let's